Greetings, dear friends. Welcome to the new moon meeting of the Meditation for the Common Good. We meet today under the energies of the Aries New Moon to bring to conclusion the work we started during the time of the full moon, focusing as a group on the topic of our Aries cycle, revealing a new truth, finding balance through Christ consciousness. This topic was selected, synthesized from sharings at our preparatory meeting when we reflected on one of three themes that we hold throughout the year, theme that we relate to the signs of Cardinal Cross, which is new leadership, cleaning the house of religion and the house of politics. This theme is one of the prerequisites for the reappearance of the Christ, and therefore, through the cycles of Cardinal Cross, we bring our focus to group meditation, to receive impressions of ideas that could be magnetized and radiated towards humanity, to inspire the thinkers and sensitives of the human race, and thus advancing the human evolution. Today, we will continue reflection on the questions that Lynn, as a focalizer of our work in this cycle, offered us during the time of the full moon meditation. And by the end of our meeting, we will be offered an opportunity to bring the most resonant recognitions into the group chalice, to be magnetized through the power of group meditation and radiated to the mental field of humanity. That is our work. As always, we begin by sounding our statement of purpose. And I invite Birgit to voice our group intention.
Greetings, everyone. Our purpose is to magnetize the ideas of common good, freedom, and brotherhood as the highest values of humanity at this time. We recognize and cherish diversity of perspectives in our group, creating a space capable of invoking, receiving, interpreting, and radiating a higher synthetic vision. We serve as an Asramic outpost, building a group bridge of Buddhic energy. We evoke the soul of humanity. We envision humanity as being the seed that is flowering. We prepare the way for the reappearance of the coming one. And over to you, Tracy.
Thank you, Birgit. And thank you, everyone, for being here today. As we begin our focus today in this new moon meditation, we now come to the point where we begin our naming circle, which unites our hearts across distance as we begin our alignment and bring ourselves fully into our group work. By uniting our hearts in this way, we begin naturally to work telepathically through our group mind. Now, the key to this telepathic work is in the etheric alignment, which creates the group field and allows it to become both a receiving and transmitting agent for higher ideas and energies. We'll begin by calling our names into the circle, starting with our organizers. And as your name is called, please unmute yourself, say your name, and where you are calling in from. For example, I'm Tracy Arbor, and I'm calling in from Novi, Michigan, USA. And as we go through this, let us turn our attention to our hearts and the heart center of the group gathered today, as each one of us calls ourselves into the circle. Alexander.
Hello, friends again. My name is Alexander Ilchuk, and I'm calling in from Brooklyn, New York, in the United States.
Welcome. Brigitte.
Hello, I'm Birgitte Rasmussen, calling in from Slagelse in Denmark.
Welcome. Lynn.
Hello, I'm Lynn Green. I'm calling from Columbus, Ohio, USA.
Welcome. Jill.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jill Douglas from Norfolk, UK.
Welcome. Joe.
Greetings and blessings, everyone. This is Joe calling in from Golden Valley, Minnesota.
Welcome. Andrea.
Hi, everyone. This is Andrea Ross, and I'm calling in from Manchester, Vermont, in the United States.
Welcome. Mary.
This is Mary Cuskin. I'm calling in from Seattle, Washington.
Welcome. Jane.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jane Webster, and I'm calling in from Clemens, North Carolina, in the USA.
Welcome. Tiffany.
Hello, all. I am Tiffany Gallup, coming in from Greensboro, North Carolina, in these United States.
Welcome. Robin.
Hi, my name is Robin Flatley, and I'm coming into you from Vermont, Brattleboro, Vermont, in the United States. Thank you.
Welcome. Kiki.
Hello, I'm Kiki Bill, calling in from Washington, D.C., the United States. Thank you.
Welcome. Catherine.
Aloha, everyone. I'm Catherine Heller, and I'm calling in from Pahoa, Hawaii Island, Hawaii.
Welcome. Catherine Powers.
Hello, everyone. I'm calling in from Northfield, Minnesota, USA.
Welcome. Christine.
Hello, my name is Christine Chatenier, and I'm calling you from Nice, France. Thank you very much to everybody.
Oh, welcome. Claire.
Hi, everybody. My name is Claire Friedenthal, and I'm calling in from Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates.
Welcome. Anna. Anna, can you unmute yourself, please? Welcome, Anna. Seems you can't unmute yourself, but welcome to the circle. Michelina.
Sono Michelina, vengo dall'Italia del Sud.
Welcome. Annetta.
Hello, my name is Annette Løffler from Sorø in Denmark.
Welcome. Maria Christina.
Greetings, Maria Cristina Donadio from the Arizona Sonora Desert, Tucson, Arizona, USA.
Welcome. Helen.
Hello, this is Helen Franklin. I'm ringing in from UK, quite near to London. Thank you.
Welcome. I think that's everyone. We have a nice group today. So thank you, everyone. Now that we are linked together as a group, let us share a few moments in silence to align, forming a triangle between Shambhala, the hierarchy, and humanity. May our efforts be of the highest vibration in selfless service for our purpose. Over to you, Alexander.
Thank you. So let us bring our focus into our group chalice as a space where we receive and share our recognitions and impressions. Now you can see on the screen the questions that we've been holding in our group chalice since the full moon. I will read them to bring our focus back to these points of reflection. What is our new truth as we create new vehicles in government and religion? How can we manifest this new truth through soul-based goals? How can we balance the will energy offered by Aries to align with soul consciousness? How can we manifest this in our society and throughout humanity? With the knowledge that the Devic kingdom are the builders of the material worlds, how can we offer balance that will bring in the new enlightened age? And how does Christ consciousness play a part in this? So we open now the space for sharing. So when you feel ready to offer your recognitions, please unmute yourself and Let us listen together to each other and to the silence that comes through our group centers as we align with this inflow of the energies of the Aries New Moon. I want to bring our attention to the Community Impressions board. You can find the link in the chat. Judy could not join the meeting today, so she shared her recognitions in the board.
I had a thought that if we were doing this in a sort of traditional setting, like for education or business, we would define our goal. We would identify this new truth. And then we would define the overall, we would describe the overall purpose, I guess you would say, of our work. And then we would set goals underneath that. And I don't know, for us, we might think of something like that in those terms. Our truth might just be love is all there is, or promoting the love that is all there is, or promoting the understanding of the love that is all that is. And I don't know what goals would we put underneath that, that new truth. I don't know. I hadn't thought about this before. It might be something like making sure that everyone has an opportunity to know this, or it might be something more specific like how do we see that promoted in various settings, like in government, in religion, in various societies. I don't know. There are a lot of ways. It's open-ended. There are so many ways you can go with that. But it's sort of a blending of it seems to me, of our abstract ideals and the truths we see, and being that middle ground that actually tries to see them in manifestation. Just thoughts that came to me.
I'd like to share. I appreciate what the woman Lynn shared with us. And I think my thoughts are kind of running along the same lines. So what I see is very important today is right relationship and right communication. And so how I would perceive that is that I would think about what is the highest form of connection with another human being, or even more than one. And I would picture that so importantly in my mind, in my conscious thinking, that it would actually be very pure, but also could create a pattern. I would picture that pattern then being allowed to impress and settle within my being. And I would also picture the possibility of putting the pattern right into the earth. And the pattern would have the ability to create harmony and would honor peace and would make manifest a different vibration that appears to be in certain places on our planet. I would include the entire planet, and I would hope to manifest what we're missing in the fourth ray. The ray of humanity is harmony. I think it's everywhere, but I don't think it's as prominent as right now conflict. So I would want to impress that into the earth. Thank you.
When we met last week for our quarter moon meeting, one of the ideas that resonated for me and was shared is that this so-called new truth is actually old truth. And it's just for us to remember it. And as Lynn and Robin said, that it's the truth of love. It's recognizing that love is the foundation of right human relations, love and empathy. And it's now that as we enter the Aquarian age and such a wide expectation of the new avatar, the new teacher coming, the message of the previous age, of the Piscean age, love now is the foundational, it's a starting point. And we say the new truth, but it's a starting point for this new age, for this, especially this time of crisis. And it's the new truth that's would allow us to recognize when we're facing the opposites, when we're facing challenges and dilemmas in everyday life, especially figuring out what's true and not true, and just take it as a criteria. Is that brings whatever happening brings more love, or does it bring more fear? Does it bring more empathy, or does it bring more hatred?
I could follow that, Alexandra, because that is what I was thinking before you spoke it, in that truth is eternal. And I like how you brought new truth in, which is that opportunity to discern within our hearts and through the eyes of love and through the eyes of our soul what we sense to be that truth. And it really is about manifesting this in our society and throughout humanity by becoming that, to choose love instead of fear, and to manifest it within one's being, in one's every relationship. And that can be as simple as a smile. That can be as powerful as optimism and joy, particularly in the face of all that we don't see in that vein these days, because there is so much goodness and so much beauty that we are all surrounded with at every moment. And it's recognizing that and giving that the energy. And I think, interestingly enough, the Devic kingdom, which are the light builders, are actually attracted to love. That's what brings them in. I often find that when I'm in the garden, much to the dismay of some people around me, I sing. And I think that there is something about singing that is an expression of the soul in that joyful, harmonious way. And I often really sense the smaller devas that are very attracted to that and respond to that. So I think it is just becoming those soul qualities in thought, word, and in action. That is Christ consciousness. That is how a Christed being would walk through the world in every moment and in every space.
Christina here. Love permeates, underlies. Love consciousness of the Christ of hierarchy. One of three aspects. And using of dualities, ultimately of spirit and matter. This incredible foundation of increasingly manifest love, as was said, yes, we don't create, we enter into new realms that are there waiting to be discovered, if you will, rather than created. And yet, evolution through time and space, I understand that on this incredible foundation of love, it's like the fiery heart of the Christ, one of his greatest accomplishments was expressed by I and the Father are one. For there too there is the presence of the shambolic power of will, the will to good, the good, the true, and the beautiful, the common good. If adhering to the good is, I think, perhaps to be woven into, it's powerful. It really is. It really is, can be obliterating to, I use that word not lightly, and requires that foundation of love that we are increasingly entering as we become group conscious. Group identified. Thank you.
I want to acknowledge, Christine, what you shared on the community board. I understand it's not easy for you speaking English, but thank you very much for writing and sharing it on the board. Merci.
I think historically the will energy has been put over too emphatically and often had an off-putting effect on people. For instance, from the pulpit, there were these tirades of, well, will, because they were saying that you must do this, you must do that. And people tend not to like to be told emphatically what to do. They tend to be allowed to make up their own minds. So I think that's something we will always bear in mind, that whatever we try to put over to people, we put in a way that they will accept. Thank you.
I have to just meet, and then I'll be quiet. I may, perhaps the word synthesis is more appropriate here, a fiery synthesis.
I'd like to just say a word about the devas. Just now said we don't like being controlled or feel that somebody's willing us or forcing us to do something. But the devas, they grow, they evolve through being controlled, which is a different way of looking at things. And also somebody mentioned the beautiful world we live in. And just like to make some connection, that beautiful world, the flowers, the sky, the beauty all around us. You know, if we don't look at the newspapers and the news, the world is really gorgeous. And at the moment on our side of the globe, with the spring and just moving to summer, particularly lovely. And this is created by the devas, and they create, we understand, by what they hear. They see the sounds we make. So I think this indicates that the majority of people are making positive sounds, loving sounds. There's obviously a lot of love and a lot of joy and a lot of happiness there that the devas are picking up on, because I think it's very easy to get, I suppose, depressed by a lot of the media, and I think this is to do with the new truth is looking for the beauty, for the joy, listening or seeing, if we're a deva, seeing that sound and vibrating with it. And somewhere along there, I do believe the Christ and the hierarchy are externalizing. So there is that vibration to listen to and to translate into creation going on at the same time. And I just had a thought about the Antakarana. We're building, which is sometimes referred to as a rainbow bridge. And again, the devas hear color. So when they see that bridge extending and growing and new pathways within it, then they can hear the sound of that color, and that is influencing them too. Thank you.
Yes, I ask a traduction to the traductor in line. We can love with a love that is more inclusive and all-encompassing than ever before. To connect everything and everyone within and throughout this love. We can to reveal this life and this love, to recognize what must be destroyed, the crystallized forms, and to support this process. Thank you.
This is Annette. I'm thinking that the new age, the Aquarian age, is about cooperation and group work. And I also think that what we see now in the world is what's left of the sixth ray. In most government, there are two or more parties that can't cooperate, and they shout at each other and is going in different direction. And we have religions that are different, but ultimately believing in the same God. So we see a better, a beginning cooperation where we can cooperate over the middle in politics and in governments, and where different religions are holding services together. And we know that Master Jesus is beginning to, I don't know if he is incarnated, but he and his students are coming and trying to make cooperation between the different religions. And I think that is also the way that we need to make a group work more common, and the intuition is going to come be more strong, and also we are going to scientifically create or develop our etheric vision so that we can see the devas and cooperate more with them. Thank you.
Let us now prepare for meditation. Let's think about the most resonant recognitions and the answers that we received inwardly or through the group chalice, to bring those into our meditation. Lynn, please take us into meditative.
I would like to make a start here just quickly to read a quote from the Findhorn Garden Book, a short quote to set the tone, I guess. Just tune into nature until you feel the love flow. That is your arrow into the Deva world. It does not matter if there is a message or not. It is the state which counts. Always it is your state that the nature world responds to. Not what you say, not what you do, but what you are. Let us move into silence and become aware of the stillness within. Align your heart, your ajna, align with your soul. And from your soul, link with the group heart, the group mind, and our group soul. The heightened vibration and love that we hold within our group now draws the presence of higher vibrational beings who are here to guide and assist with the energy and thought forms we will be magnetizing. Let us now connect with the hierarchy through our group Anukarana as we link the heavens and the earth, the inner world of meaning, and the subtle world of glamour. Visualize before us the glowing beauty of our chalice, which our work together fills. This golden chalice is made of numerous threads of golden light, which have been energized through our group contemplation, our impressions, thoughts, and our heartfelt unity. We are currently under the influence of Aries, in a flux of continuous glowing change, morphing from the inflow and outflow of its energy. Aries, we are told, is the sign of beginnings, the birthplace of divine ideas. We now, at this moment, find ourselves in this sign of beginnings, in this great age of beginnings. Will energy reaches Earth through Aries. Aries initiates the cycle of manifestation and even creates the necessary conditions. Life appears as spiritual energy in Aries, enters the soul stage in Cancer while incarnating into form, reaches equilibrium of soul personality in Libra, and reaches goal fulfillment when incorporating the will nature in Capricorn. That's from esoteric astrology. In Aries, the sun is exalted in the life of the spirit. The goal of achievement of Christ consciousness, of manifesting love wisdom, is set into motion in Aries. Key words. First, the word said, let form again be sought. Then finally, the word said, I come forth and from the plane of mind I rule. So let us reconnect with our topic, revealing a new truth, finding balance through Christ consciousness. Let's take a moment in silence to reflect on all that has been shared together, including all of our responses. We ask the hierarchy to guide and inspire us as we allow our thoughts to crystallize, grasping the essence of the purpose of our work throughout this cycle. With love, we offer our efforts into the chalice, each one unmuting and speaking as you are moved to. We also honor those who choose not to speak, but who silently offer their formulated seeds into the chalice. After each vocalized offering, we will allow each seed to rest in silence for a while before the next one is offered. It's time to begin.
May we see ourselves in another.
Love and empathy.
Let us support humanity and the Devic light builders by radiating the Christ consciousness of loving kindness and acknowledging the goodness and beauty that surrounds us all.
Listen into the diversity of each expression and find the oneness of us all.
Being led from chaos to beauty, humanity now aligns with higher motives and attracts a higher alignment with the Devic kingdom.
Cooperation and intuition.
Make more abundance.
Joy.
Compassion for all beings.
May all people love.
Using will to bring in and help establish the new world of love and truth.
evolution to love as humanity's dance with truths through time.
We are who we have been waiting on.
Revelation.
Are there any others? Anyone else who hasn't spoken yet? We focus on the purpose of our work today and on the seeds collected, allowing them to vibrate and resonate within the embracing light of our group vessel. We magnetize it now with the light of Aries. We invoke the will to good to potentiate our group intention. We lift our group chalice, offering it to the hierarchy as our group service on behalf of the one divine plan. We now turn toward humanity and offer our service in support of the collective evolution of humankind. Let us now close our work as we identify with the soul in all and apply our efforts to be in accordance with divine will. We now send forth the results of our efforts, our thoughts, love, the energy of our group work to help our earth in all its diversity and ultimate unity through its transformational journey into the sacred. We do this through focused direction of energy from our group ajna, sending the light out to higher beings, to other spiritual groups, to the soul of humanity, and to all sentient beings as we assist the forces of light. And in conclusion, we seal and complete our work together today by sounding the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into human minds. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into human hearts. May Christ descend on earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of all, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. So mote it be, and help us each to do our part. Om. 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 Thank you all